All right, guys, real quick, we gotta load up because we gotta get out of here. We gotta get to Gun Connection in Taylor, Texas. We gotta get this Remington looked at. I'll explain it in just a second. And this is the Aero Precision 22 ARC. This is 223, but so on the 22 ARC, we're gonna have the barrel bore scoped, see if there's any issues there, and we're gonna look at some different ammo, some lighter ammo, to see if we can get some better shooting down range, number one. But first off, we gotta check the barrel. If we have some carbon buildup, some carbon rings, we're gonna make sure we get that stuff cleaned out, and that would explain a little bit of our accuracy issues. Now, as far as the Remington 223, if you guys remember, we had some ammo issues when we were trying to load the Federal Premium ammo. It wouldn't, we can get the bolt forward, but we couldn't get it to come down. And then when we got the round to eject, there's a big gouge. So we're thinking there's a burr in there, so we're gonna get this stuff taken care of today so the guns will function and be better. Give me just a little bit, guys. I gotta drive. Guys, welcome to the shop. It is what it is, guys. It's been a great day. Yesterday, I just got home late yesterday evening, and I had to do a lot of other stuff. I didn't get to bed till late. It is what it is, guys. That's life, man. But this right here, this Remington 700 is a phenomenal rifle. It shoots great. But the only issue we had when we did an ammo test was we had a little issue with the Federal Premium ammo. As you guys can see, I'm going to put it in one of these corners here. We had just a little bit of issue, just couldn't get the feed, and it left a gouge on the casing. Now, we did find, took it to Gun Connection just to get it looked at, and there was a burr inside the mag box in here, so we had to take the stock off. I say we, Dan from Gun Connection, we took the stock off, and he was able to get the burr off of the mag box. Now, there was another burr on the left side of the ramp. Now, in order to fix that, there would have to be a lot more dismantling, and it was more intrusive, I guess, and more labor intensive. And so I said, well, let's just let it go how it is, and I'll go home and I'll test it and see if we still have issues. And if the issues are fixed, great. If they're not fixed, I'll get to that in a second. So we came home last night and took the rifle out to the gun bench because I didn't want to do it inside a building, and we actually put the Federal Premium ammo back in, and yeah, I just couldn't do it, couldn't get it to work. So obviously the burr inside the ramp is going to be the problem. The best that we can tell, when I ejected the round, there's still a gouge in the shell casing, and I'm opting not to mess with it. I'm just going to leave it alone. And the reason being, it does bother me a little bit that there's a burr in there. Number one, it's not interfering with any other ammo that we've shot, but it is interfering with that Federal Premium ammo. I don't even know if the gun's going to like this ammo. So I'm like, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to leave it alone. Dan did say he was happy to fix it, but I just don't want it to be a big pain in the butt for an ammo. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to function great out of this gun. This gun does seem like every other ammo we shot out of it. I don't know. It just doesn't really. Obviously, there's a sign somewhere that said don't use that ammo. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it alone. It's shooting great with the ammo that we have with it. That's the Hornady Varmint Express. It shoots great with that. We're going to just leave it alone at that. Now, we also had a second rifle at the gun shop. Let's get that out. The 22 ARC. Now, on the range, when this rifle was loaned to the channel to do some testing, I was told it shot like clover leaves, man. Just shot really, really well. And I didn't really find that to be true. And I know I did do just a generic cleaning of the barrel when I got it, and probably should have did some more some more cleaning of the barrel, because we got this thing to the shop yesterday and it looked a lot like this. I'm gonna put some pictures here in the corners, guys. Ultimately, from the crown all the way back here to the chamber, there was carbon ring back in here, and it was just dirty. It's filthy all the way through the barrel. So with the help of Dan from Gun Connection, we got this thing spotless. As you guys can see, they're going to be here in the corners. The carbon ring is gone. It looks like a brand new barrel inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to start over. What I mean by that is we had some stabilization issues with this rifle and I think that we need to go to a lighter bullet. That being said, we need to clean the barrel so that we get a good, adequate ammo test on this thing. And that's a lesson learned for me, is I did wipe it down, but I didn't really do a real thorough, deep clean to make sure all the carbon and everything was out. So that being said, if I ever get another gun loaned to the channel that's used, I'm definitely going to be doing a deep clean on the barrel to make sure that we don't have any issues at all that could be assisting with the inadequate ammo test. But regardless, back to the drawing board with this guy, because I want to see if we get a lighter, faster bullet. Do we have better stability with this 1-7 twist down range? And we'll go back to the competition with the 223 versus the 22 ARC to see if the 223 is still keen. As of right now, 223 won round one. So we're gonna see, guys, but we're back to the drawing board on this guy just so we can get an adequate test. But regardless, I do love y'all. Just a little catch up on these two rifles and what we've done and what we're doing going forward. But I do love y'all. I'll see y'all later.